There's nothing there to find. It's just my notes.
Jason Tartick and Mike Johnson react to their names being used in Ryan's Bachelorette Handbook. Hey guys, and welcome back to another shared news. We've got all the details on the premiere of The Bachelorette and Ryan, but before we get into it, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you never miss out on any Bachelorette tea. As always, I'm your host, Zachary Reality, and we have to talk all about Ryan, who came into this season of The Bachelorette with a handbook on how to win The Bachelorette, how to get screen time, and how to not become the villain. He quite literally did his homework, which wasn't that what Michelle was asking for. Remember, she came out, she said class was in session. Well, he did his homework, he followed the assignment, but did he really? Because he also kind of failed the assignment as well. So Kaitlyn and Tayshia were hopping around hotel rooms looking to meet some of the guys before the limo entrances to get a feel for who was going to be pursuing Michelle and see how the guys kept their room together. Which I do like this. I love the Kaitlyn and Tayshia duo immediately off the bat, and I like that they're going through the people's rooms in a way, not too much, because I don't like the snooping, but how you maintain your living space does tell a lot about you. So Kaitlyn and Tayshia stumbled upon Ryan's Bachelorette Handbook as they were going through his room, and we have to point out that the Bachelorette was spelled wrong, so clearly he doesn't know how to spell if he wrote the book himself. And we have to talk about this invasion of privacy as well. Now, there are people online saying, like, producers, they check your bags before you go into any hotel room. They have to make sure you don't have any drugs or weapons or anything else. But snooping and going through the room and going through drawers is a little creepy and a little too much. However, with Ryan, his book was just flat out on the bed, so it was kind of easy for Kaitlyn and Tayshia to go through it, so we can't blame Kaitlyn and Tayshia. Also, why didn't Ryan, if he was trying to hide this book, he could have easily had a notebook, and I'm sure that nobody would have thought to open the notebook if there was no title or heading. I think everyone should be allowed to have a journal, and no one should be able to go through each other's journal, but Ryan's book was just so blatantly obvious, and we really have to discuss, was this producer planned? Was this a setup? Was this an accident? Did Ryan just get caught? Everything is a little fishy here because I don't understand why Ryan had it labeled flat on the bed. Well, later in the night when Ryan and Michelle shared a romantic moment in front of the ice cream truck, that moment did not last long because Kaitlyn and Tayshia shortly after pulled Michelle aside to tell her what was going on. Michelle went to confront Ryan, and Ryan said that he didn't know anything about the show before he came on, and that his wife's friend or girlfriend wrote him a bunch of notes so that he could prepare for the show since he's never seen it before. Well, has he really never seen it before? I don't know. If you look at his Instagram, he was on the Bachelor live show, which we're going to get into in just a second. But Michelle wanted to have an open and honest conversation, so she went up to his room with him, and after reading the notes, she decided to send him home. Now, I love the way Michelle handled this. She was straight up. She's like, take me to your room. Let me see these notes. Ryan was clearly, fumbling over his words. He was very nervous. And I think what really caught it for Michelle, what really made her upset, is the whole screen time thing, how to get screen time, because that is just an issue, or to how to not become the villain. I mean, we didn't get to see these notes. Some of these pictures are blurred. I wish that we could see all of these notes. Maybe Ryan will release all of these notes on Instagram. Maybe he'll bring them to the reunion later in the season. I need to see these notes. I need to see what this notebook said. But let's talk about what the notes said about a few of the guys, what we could see, because we saw some names, even though they were blurred. We saw previous contestants, Jason Tartick, Mike Johnson, and Blake Hortzman's name. And Jason tweeted a picture of the notes saying, who to emulate, not your typical Bachelor, wasn't a standout. Ryan, should I be offended or flattered? Hashtag The Bachelorette. Honestly, Jason, I think you should be flattered that anyone is using your name. Jason Tartick was definitely a standout. He could have been a great Bachelor if he was, so I'm not sure where Ryan was going with that. He also wrote that Mike Johnson has major swagger and the rest got cut off. Mike Johnson tweeted, I don't know if I should feel offended because I only have one skill, LOL, or is this a proud moment? I think it's a proud moment that you made the handbook, so I would be super proud. Blake Hortzman said something about the drama and the rest was blurred. Ryan comparing Blake to being involved in drama because we know Blake was involved in a lot of drama throughout his season. It's kind of weird here because Ryan did say that he wanted to prepare because he's never seen the show before, so he wrote some notes, and then some of the other notes were written by his friend's wife to like really prepare them. But has he never seen the show before? Because if you go to his Instagram, he was on The Bachelor live on stage in San Jose in 2020, where he played The Bachelor. Ben Higgins was also in attendance, and Ryan seemed to be very happy to be there and to talk about it. Ryan has also posted multiple clips of The Bachelorette, so he's really excited to be on the show. Is he asking for Bachelor Nation to come for him? Everything is not making sense. Clearly he's seen the show before. Clearly he was some sort of a fan if he was excited to participate in the live show. I don't know if anyone forced him or paid him to do that, but clearly he was happy to post about it, and clearly he's happy to promote this season, so I guess he doesn't care if he gets a villain edit. Seems like he's just happy to get attention. There also is a viral TikTok going around of a girl who said, I mean, you never know with these TikToks, but she said that she broke up with Ryan, or the end of their relationship, about a month before he left for filming The Bachelorette to begin with. So red flags all around with Ryan. I think Michelle did the right thing by sending him home. She was no tolerance, she was no nonsense. I love that she said something along the lines of, when I see red flags, I want to trust my gut, trust my intuition. I mean, Ryan could have explained himself. I feel like Michelle did give him the opportunity, but it was clear that he just didn't know what to say, and then he looked like a complete idiot. So I think Michelle made the right decision by sending him home, and then I loved how Michelle went back into the room with the group of guys, told them what happened, and then also said, I don't want this to ruin the night, let's just continue. And then that's when Nate pulled her aside, and the rest is history. But I really loved how Michelle handled the situation. But what do you guys think about Ryan? Do you think this was a producer plant? Do you think Ryan got caught? How do you think Ryan is responding to this on social media? It seems like he is loving the attention. Let us know in the comments down below. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, because we'll be back with Bachelorette coverage all season long. As always, I'm your host, Zachary Reality. You guys can follow me down below. Come talk all things Bachelor with me. That is all we have for today. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time. See you later.